Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be learning how to make this particular flyer. How to make something like this. This is a church flyer and everything was designed using the Pixelab app. So today we are going to make something like this together. Okay, so first I used a particular picture for the material, for the background. So I'm going to import the background I use. Go to pick your background tool. I hope you know your background tool. The first one, pick your background tool, then select gallery. The particular image will be provided for you to make the design. So this is it here. Click on it. So I move my size to the end here, then I click OK. So you can see my background has changed. So this is for reference. Okay, so let me lock it on the background. I already imported some of the material I'll need so that I don't waste time replicating this unnecessarily. So I on my green tool. Okay, so let me mark the areas I'm going to be working with. So this is going to be here. Okay, this is going to be here. Then now let me put on another one. It's good you learn how to work with the green tool. It's really going to help your work stand out. So this is going to be here. So I'll take this here. This is going to be here. While this is going to be here. While this one is going to be here. Okay, so that's it. Let's move this other one. See, we have this one here. Let's add this also. This is going to be here. Okay, I already even have one there, so let me move it up. This is going to be there, while this is going to be here. Okay, alright guys, let me move this one a little bit. Ministering is going to come here. Okay, I think basically that's what I need. Okay, so we start without much wasting of time. Let me put this off. So the next thing is I'm going to bring up the background I use. It will be sent to you guys. So this is it. I'll send it to you. Okay, I actually put this together, but for the purpose of this video we'll just put something small like this. Okay, I think yeah, we are done here. So now let's reduce a little bit. Yeah, you lock it. Okay, the next thing is you put on the image of the man. Should be around, using our green tool. Yeah, I think it's okay now. You lock it also. Okay, the next thing is let's put on our image and see. Okay, we have prayer conference. Go to your text tool. You write prayer conference, edit. Let's edit prayer conference. Done. Okay, this is it. You go and give it a center alignment. Align to the center. Okay, make sure. Okay, let's give it the font. For the font, you will see the name of the font I used. The name of the font I use is called Go Bold. That was what I used for this particular font, for this particular design. Go Bold. It has a family. You can download it from that font. Okay, but you will see the one I used. Okay, so this was the one I used for it. Okay, I'm picking this one. Check I'm okay with this one. Yeah, prayer conference. Okay, let me change the font size. Let me change the font to something like this. Okay, back to our design, prayer conference. Okay, let's go back to the former one I picked. I think it was the former one I used, the Go Bold Low Plus. I think that was what I used. Okay, edit. Okay, let's check again. Okay, go back. I have my, okay, with this. Okay, fine. So I can add the bold style to it, yeah, to increase the size. Okay, so you push it a little bit, so let's increase the size, a little bit. Okay, close. Okay, there is a style I use. I already save it for the text effect. Okay, if you need it, you can let me know in the comment section. Okay, so this is it. I picked it, so I'll go and close it up. You already know it's the same font. Close it up now. I want to close it up. Okay, this is it. Rotate, yeah. So center alignment, the center. Okay, so let me pick the color I used for the color of the font. You see the color of the font I used. Okay, this is the color of the font I used. This is the color of the font. You can see this is how it is. Okay, so for the first slide, this particular one I'm moving now, this is the color code. You can see the color code here, so you can copy it and use the color code. While for the middle slide, this is the color code for the middle slide. You can see the color code, you can pick it also. For the last one is the same thing. Okay, for the last one is the same thing. Okay, so I go to my inner shadow. Come to your inner shadow, you pick this color. Okay, this is the color code, the color you will use. Okay, so I think you can leave it like this a little bit. Just make this 6 and this 4, and I think you are okay. So you duplicate this text, okay. So again, I'll go to my style. There's a style I already saved, which I'm going to use, which is this particular style. Okay, so I'll go to my font now. I'll go to my font. It's Go Bold. Okay, now let me pick what I feel I used for that design. Okay, Go Bold Upload. Yeah, this is exactly what I used. This is the font, Go Bold Upload. That's the name of the font. Okay, so we'll give it a center alignment, and then you make the color white. Make the color white. Okay, so already it's a text effect I save. You can save your text effects on the style. Okay, so I already saved this text effect, so I may not be able to start telling you guys how we made it from scratch, so how it was made from scratch rather. So I think this is what I'm just going to be working with. So I'll take it back in the layer, take this one up, so take this one back. So let me press it properly on it. So I have Okay, let me use my move tool to move it properly. Okay, so you lock it now. Alright guys, the next thing to do, okay, I need to move it a little bit. I need to move it a little bit. Let me move it a little bit, so yeah, to the center. Okay, so that's it. Okay, prayer. So the next thing is theme. You edit your theme, edit it, theme. You can actually use any font that fits for your design. Okay, you can use any font that fits theme. Okay, so you bring it down, reduce the size. Okay, first you change the color to white, color white, make the color white. Okay, then go to your text background, go to your text background, put it on, activate it, make it red. Okay, make it red, then pad it, the padding, the top padding, you can reduce the top padding. Okay, just a little bit. Yeah, the down padding also can be reduced a little bit. Yeah, I think we're okay like this. So you give it a little bit of radius, increase the down padding a little bit. Okay, so you go now and reduce the size. Go and reduce the size. Okay. Okay, so I think we're okay with something like this. Rotate it. Okay, so let's move it backwards. Okay, so guys, the next thing we talked about is a term, experiencing the supernatural experience. Okay, let me change this theme to what I used. I think what I used for that font was I think it should be Featura. I think that was what I used. Featura. You can actually use any other font of your choice, but I'll use Featura. Okay, so okay, so we have copy, edit. Okay, we have the supernatural. Okay, I have to put off something here now. The rotate has to be normal because I didn't rotate it. So let's come to the middle, normal, close. So we put off our text background because we're not having text background. The color, okay, we'll give it this particular, let's copy a color from the background. Okay, this particular color, can copy the color. Okay, so this is the color we are giving it. Okay, so let me increase the size a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, so I have it here at the middle. Okay, no, I have to move it a little bit. Okay, all right, I think I'm done. The next thing also is to you can see I use the same font for the two of them. When you are designing, try as much as possible to minimize the number of fonts you use. Experience. experience, supernatural experience. Okay, so done. Yeah, for this particular experience there's also a style I've saved already. You can use any font, maybe a script font, to write out the experience, but I'm using a particular font I got from a design, so I saved it. So that's what I am going to use for this particular design. Okay, but that does not stop you from using anything of your choice. You're at liberty. Okay, so feel free. Yeah, so it should align. You see how our green tool is working. Our green tool is doing a nice job for us. Okay, helping you to work within the work, so you're not going out. Okay, supernatural experience. Okay, I can see this supernatural is not properly aligned to the center, so I'll have to move it a little bit. Yeah, move it upwards a little bit. So let's move this a little bit. Okay, all right, the next thing to do now is okay, let's check our flyer and see what's the next thing we are doing. Okay, the name of the pastor who is ministering. The name of the pastor who is ministering. Okay, let me copy the theme. The name of the pastor, edit. Can use any name. Okay, pastor Michael. I'm using Michael Pastor Michael James. Okay, Pastor Michael James. Okay, so let me use the name Pastor Michael James. Okay, for the ministry. Okay, for this we are going to be using okay, we can bring it there. Use the same font. Use the same font to use for prayer conference, which is Go Bold Upload. Okay, so this is it. Go Bold Upload. That's it. That's the font we are using. Okay, so I'll italize it. Let me check the one with italic. Go Bold. So I want to check for the one with italic. The Go Bold Upload with italic. Yeah, so this is the one I'm going to use. Okay, yeah, so I'm seeing a new concept here. Okay, so you change the color of the text background to the same color that you copied before. Okay, so here is the color code. If you are wondering, that's the color code. You can copy it and use it. Okay, so the padding, I need to do something now about this padding. This top padding needed to come up a little bit. Okay, so I think I'm okay. Yeah, with this. Okay, the next thing is ministering. Copy, edit it. Ministering. Okay, let's reduce the size. Very well, reduce the size. Okay, I think I should like it here. Something like this is okay. You go to your spacing, you space it in such a way that it should at least space it to any point you want it to be. But for mine, I think I would like, yeah, I think I'm okay with this. So you go to your position to position. Yeah, so you bring it downward. So you're going to move the downward a little bit. Okay, so that's the ministry. So the next thing now is to write okay, you can see, let me off something. You can see this background, the way this picture is, it's not blend to the background, so I have to blend it to the background. So how to do that is to create a shape. I believe you know how to create a shape. Okay, bring it to this point, reduce it very well. Okay, go to your color now. Okay, go back, give it a gradient color, pick a gradient color. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do. Give it a gradient color. Okay, let's see what we have for our gradient color. Okay, this is good, the up down gradient is good. Okay, go to your first layer, make the color white. Okay, the color is white now. Okay, now for the second slide, this one, you're also going to make it white. You can see it's white now, right? But I won't leave it on white. Okay, let me copy the color on the background so that, yeah, I'll make it the color on the back. Don't use white, please. Use the color on the background instead. Okay, then you see this thing I'm moving, you move it to the end so that this second color will be transparent. So we have a gradient color that is moving from white into transparent. If you want to make a color transparent, just move this last slide to the end. The color will be transparent. Okay, so you can see it is now transparent. Come to this place, don't leave it at white. Let's copy the background color. The background is not pure white. You can see the color code is not pure white. Okay, so you can see this particular slide, you give it a color. This particular side, you give it a transparent color. Okay, so you click on OK. You can see now. I have to increase. Let me go back. Let me increase this. Yeah, bring to this place. Yeah, so yes, it is giving me what I want now. It is giving me what I want now. So you click OK. You can see that edge that was there before now is it's no more there. Okay, so you can increase this, you can reduce it to your choice. Okay, so let me take the layer down. I don't want the layer to be here. Let me take the layer down so it doesn't, the only thing I want to use it to do. Okay, no, it should be on top of this. Yeah, so let me lock it so I don't move it by mistake. Also, I want to lock this and lock this and lock this. Okay, I'll leave this supernatural because I'm still using it. Okay, so that's this for this. You pick your supernatural again, you copy. So I think the next thing now is the address of the church. You edit the address of the church. So the address of the church, you can use any address of your choice. This was what I used in the previous design. So bring it here. There's a line spacing, so let me close the line spacing in between. Okay, no line spacing. Let me reduce the fonts. Okay, reduce. Okay, I think somewhere around 15 should be okay. Somewhere around 15 should be okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. So the next thing now is your dates. Okay, you can use any time. Okay, should you put the date first? Okay, let's put the date first, or the time. Let's put on the time. Okay, the time. Okay, it's locked. Let me unlock it. Okay, okay, so let me go to the relative position so that I can reduce it to what I want it to be. Something like, okay, no, this is too small. Something like 5 should be okay. Yeah, so you give it color red. Choose this red for it. So you bring it down. You bring it down. You can reduce the icon if you want, okay, but for me, I think I like it this way. Okay, so let's use our brown feed as our, so that we can have the same text this thing. You copy for your time, edit it to any time you want it to be. Let me use 9 p.m. daily. Okay, let's use 4 p.m. daily. 4 p.m. daily. Okay, good. So I bring it downward. It's down. Let's increase the font a little bit. Okay, so you raise it up. Okay, so so I think we are good now. Let's check the name of the church and see where we are missing out. Okay, so what do we miss? Are we missing out again? Okay, the hosts, the date. Okay, Lamb of God Ministry. Okay, let's put it off. Come back to here. So I'll use the same font for Supernatural. Edit. So I have Lamb of God Ministry. Okay, on, put this on. So we have present. Okay, so change the color to white. Good. So you give it center alignment, align to the center. So reduce the space in between. I think something like this should be okay. So reduce the size. Reduce the size. You can see I try to maintain just, yeah, I think this is okay. Let's go and this spacing, let's bring it back. Yeah, so Lamb of God Ministry. Let me check the font I'm going to use. I'm still using just apart from this, I think basically I'm using just 2 major fonts. Those are the fonts I'm using: Go Bolds and Featura. Okay, so I want to use Featura. Let's see if I have the family of Featura I want to use here. Let me check. Featura. Okay, done. I want to check the family, yeah, so that I can select something heavier. No, this is too heavy. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let me pick this. Yeah, okay, I think I can manage this now. Okay, so let me increase the size by maybe 2 points. Yeah, it's come okay. It depends on what you want to achieve generally. Okay, so yeah, make sure it aligns also properly. It should align properly. One thing in the beauty of design is alignment. Okay, so you don't leave your work scattered on your workspace. Make sure it's aligned properly. Okay, so we have this now. The next thing is the date. Okay, hosts. Edit. Do I want to use this particular one for host also? Okay, theme, copy, edit, Pastor Timothy, Pastor Timothy Mark, or Pastor Mark Timothy. You can use any name of your choice, a fictional flyer, Pastor Mark Timothy. Okay, done. Okay, so let me align it properly. Okay, so I have to put it here so that people don't begin to wonder what is there. That will help to cover up what I did there a little bit. So come to your font, go bold, up low, italic, reduce. Okay. For the color of the text background, should be this. Then for the top alignment, you can increase it somewhere between here. I think we are good. Then you reduce the size. Yeah, I think you are okay with this. Host, bring it somewhere here. Yeah. So the next thing is to write your host. You can use this experience we used before to write it. You can see I've maintained the use of 3 fonts. Okay, you can just play generally. You can play around the font family, but don't use too many fonts for your design. Okay, basically I've used Featura and Go Bold for my design. Okay, so using a lot of fonts doesn't make you a professional designer. Just make do, okay, with just something simple. That may not be what I used initially, but just want to try something else here now. Okay. So I think this makes sense. Hosts. So you can see the way I did it, and it's aligned well with this. You can see, right? So always learn to group like elements together. To give your design shape. Okay, the next thing quickly, because we don't want to have taken so much time, shape, is to create our dates. Okay, I think this is okay for our dates. Bring it up here. Give the color red. Okay, increase the radius by the side. Okay, I think we are done with this. Let's go and take it up a little bit. Reduce the size. Yeah, bring it down. So let me use the what I use for the font I use for the time, which is 4 p.m. Copy it. Just go and copy. That's just it. Edit. You can use any date of your choice. It's fictional. 22nd to 25th. Okay, I think I didn't add this to 25th August. Okay, so done. Also, okay, so move it to the edge here, give it color white, because you have to do color contrast. You are placing it on a red background, so reduce the size very well until it fits. Okay, does this fit? Yeah, I think this fits. So okay, so guys, we are done with our flyer for this design. This is how you can make a simple church flyer. Let's see the original and see if we missed out on anything. Yeah, I think we didn't miss out on anything. Yeah, we didn't miss out on anything. So once again, I off it. So guys, this is how to make it. Okay, so it's as easy as that. Thank you.